what's up, No Limit Gang, man? We back with another banger reaction, shorty. You know how we coming.
You wanna blow it too? Let's do it. And if you up that pipe, go shoot it. And a life eraser, man. Taking these drugs that cover my pain since my life's been ruined.
Murder, revenge, and diss songs of a Detroit man faces justice. And shooting of a famous rapper, shorty. Do your homework on that. Tap in, like, comment, subscribe to this video. We're about to keep shit punching every day, every week. You know how we go. But stay tapped in, shorty. We're about to run it up.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
Everybody in here, bro. Everybody in here, bro.
CMO,
everybody,
everybody. Any nigga ain't none of that, nigga. Yeah, shout out my SB niggas too.
Yep, that's that chain Skilla had, bro.
Someone fuck me. Hey, put the light on that bitch. Let me see how hard it is. Let me see how hard this shit. All eyes be in that cash.
Oh, shit. That nigga shit, what? Damn.
Skillet's in the play with them tweakers.
He say.
And then the crazy thing is about this, bro, they be fiending and like, they be happy as hell to do that. And like happy as fiending to get they up like that, because when you up like that, niggas, that's the best thing them niggas could do when they like get you and knock you down, kill you, stop all that. That's what these niggas be wanting, shorty. These niggas be trying to embarrass you. You see, they went straight online to do that so they go get some clout because they know you got the clout. And then when they go post these chains and shit, it's Skilla Baby. He got some clout, shorty. So these niggas do dick ride and stuff like that.
He say you're some little
Hey,
nigga.
Skillet's in the play with them tweakers.
He say you're some.
You say you a tweaker, but you never shot nothing. If you really mean it, you should go and drop something.
I'm not beefing with Skilla Baby, bro. I didn't rob Skilla Baby, bro. Hold on, bro. Roll the window up, gang. Roll the window up. I'm about to clear the air real quick.
Tell him he can't do that, bro.
I'm about to clear the air real quick. Listen.
Hello.
I never robbed Skilla Baby, bro. And this on all my niggas' grave, bro. That nigga walked in my room and told me, come here. He want to talk to me. And it went from there.
Say niggas want to run in the other night, nigga. Fuck did you talk about, nigga? Getting hit by cars and shit, nigga. Say it.
It's crazy because the more we go into this Skilla Baby stuff, we find more information about this other nigga too. Like, this shit getting crazy, shorty.
It was May 21st, 2025, when a well-known, beloved Detroit-based rapper who go by the name of Skilla Baby was shot at over 30 times, leaving him grazed in the head not once, but twice. Now, since that information has been public, a lot has went down. Skilla Baby did a concert with 42 Dugg and friends a couple days later, which is kind of crazy in itself. We'll later elaborate on why in the video, but I can say this out the gate. It wasn't because of Skilla Baby doing a show days later in the cast. It was mainly because of who 42 Dugg used to associate himself with, who happens to be the crew who was allegedly involved with shooting Skilla Baby after getting his location. And this wasn't his first time with an attempt on his life.
You can go, first down, middle corner. You can go, or you can go. You got your own seat, you don't stay with me. You got your own business, I'm on baby me. That bitch you mean you ain't got shit to say to these niggas. You a man with no selfie, buddy. Shout out my niggas Doggy. Real Detroit shit, shout out to you, shout out to the West.
Imagine trying to kill your op, shorty, right? Imagine trying to kill your op. And the next day he's doing a show with thousands of people around. The next day he's doing a show with thousands of people around, shorty. Just imagine that. You try to spank your op, send over 30 switches, all in the windows, the side of the door, all that, everywhere where it could have killed this man. And he survived. The next day he had a show with it, getting it cracked, and I'd have been sick.
Now, for those who don't know, of course, we did a story when Skilla Baby had got shot and allegedly why just 2 weeks ago for making this video. And for those who didn't check it out, I'll leave the link in the bio. Now, of course, I try my best to gather as much public information as I can to bring it to you guys. And after recent arrests and now an investigation by the feds, When it comes to the Skilla Baby story, it seems 2 plus 2 do equal 4. Now fam, let's be real for a second. Normally when you target it, 9 times out of 10 you know why and or who by. And as mentioned, this Skilla Baby at least was public second attempt on his life. So he probably got a good idea, at least by now, who these perpetrators are and why they seem to can't stop until they get the job done. But that's the reason I'm bringing it to you guys as an update. Some could say part 2. Because unfortunately for the perpetrators, they recently has been getting arrested, even leading up to one of the youngest dad getting arrested. And it makes you wonder, what he got to do with it?
That is crazy. His dad is crazy, but I ain't go back to you. Youngest dad is crazy. That bitch cracking on there.
Well fam, I found out who dad that was. According to public records, of course. And I might got the answer on why he was recently in handcuffs less than 48 hours ago with the message from the feds that he was arrested in connection to the shooting of Skilla. Now I know that was a brief intro, but I want us all on...
What's up with these niggas, bro? You old as hell. And being a part of your kids' drama is crazy, bro. Come on, bro.
point as I break this one down. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. During the pandemic, it was a crew that was making a name for themselves in the underground world in Detroit. It was a crew that was consist of many neighborhoods, like 8 Mile, Dexter, 12th, and even Number Street, just to name a few. This crew even had rappers. Now allegedly, how this group even started is a story in itself. To give you a better understanding of this group called, quote, Don't Worry About It, aka DWBI. Now this crew is allegedly known for putting their thumbs down in their videos and or pictures, which play key when you discussing their alleged enemies. Promoting their thumbs down with an alleged gun with your fingers pointing at it. Now some say this group was formed after the demise of a beloved Detroiter who went by the name Trey, who was killed allegedly by a man named T.
Bro, this shit crazy, bro. And sometimes, like, you could just look at a nigga and tell, like, them niggas would do your ass. Like, look at this next nigga that got killed. He just looked like niggas would do it.
Of a beloved Detroiter who went by the name Trey, who was killed allegedly by a man named TTO Dre. And the TTO stands for The Takeover. Now, Dre's real name was Andre Hoods. And far as the victim, Trey, well, he from a neighborhood called Dexter. And the T.O.B. and Trey name stands for Trust Our Brother. Now how Dre killed Trey is really how their crew made a name in the streets of Detroit. Now I can't make this up, but I don't want you to get confused, family. So instead of saying Dre, we're gonna say Andre. Now Trey was driving one day. It was August 27, 2018. He ended up making it to Detroit's west side. Now Trey had a passenger. He was driving in his vehicle, which was a white sedan. But little did Trey know, Andre was looking for him. Now it was public that Trey was sleeping with Andre's baby mother. And allegedly, Dre found out that Trey had shot up his baby mother's car with...
All I was about to say. He almost got me, that chat, because I was about to be blown. I thought you was about to do this all over a female, shorty. I thought you was about to do this all over a female because he was talking to your baby mom. Now that would have made me go nuts because that is crazy.
The son in it after they allegedly had an argument, and apparently that was normal. But little did Trey know is that Andre's son had called his dad and allegedly told him what happened. Andre ended up spotting the car that Trey was in on the west side of Detroit. Told the passenger to get out, this ain't had nothing to do with you allegedly, and let off his Draco while Trey was still sitting in the car. May he rest in peace and loving condolences to his family. Word on the street is that Andre allegedly shot through the sunroof as well. Now,
yo, this shit getting crazy, bro. This shit getting crazy. Shot through the sunroof. At least the nigga was kind enough to let the passenger out. At least the nigga was kind enough to let the passenger out. Cause nowadays, bro, niggas killing your kid, the passenger, the nigga in the backseat behind the passenger, the female, the grandma, the auntie. Niggas is killing everybody that's around, shorty.
How Andre ended up getting Trey's address or location was a theory in itself. And an FYI, of course people thought that was his baby mother who gave up the drop. Possibly so. She was once arrested in connection for Trey demise. And she was later released. Then she got arrested for another murder that has nothing to do with this case some months after. And after that day, T.O.B., which was...
Bro, this is what happens when you let people out that gets connection with something else. When they see that they got away with one thing, they're going to try to get away with another. Do your homework on that. When a nigga try to get away with one thing, just know they gonna try to get away with another, shorty. Just like bodies. Nigga catch with one hat, they be trying to get away with another one.
Nothing to do with this case some months after. And after that day, T.O.B., which was Trey Crew and Dexter, they became a part of Don't Worry About It. Now some say the dude who was a part of making Don't Worry About It, according to his own public platform, is a guy called Big Homie, who's also a well-known local rapper from Detroit. And apparently he had the same manager, allegedly, as Skilla Baby. And they even made a song together called The Tweakers Tour. For those who don't know, Don't Worry About It are known for calling themselves The Tweakers. If you saw part 1 or the first video, you will understand why. In this song, the Big Homie even shout out Trey, said they Trey Mafia.
Want me to that nigga body? Know you gotta catch a body. If you wanna roll with us, Trey Mafia, get a nigga gone, bro, that we know. Nigga.
So we clear. The song dropped in July 2023. And that was after Skilla Baby had got shot, allegedly, by Don't Worry About It already, the first time. But a year and some change later, it seemed that wasn't the case. Cause Skilla Baby ended up dropping the Tweakers diss with the 50 Cent instrumental, insinuating he know who trying to take his life while dissing the Tweakers, aka Don't Worry About It.
You say you a tweaker, but you never shot none. If you really mean, you should go and drop some.
That song was dropped 4 months ago, February 6, 2025. And when this song came out, the Big Homie, who's now incarcerated in the feds for an unrelated case, he managed to go on his social media and put out that ends wait till he go to jail to act tough. I'm assuming he's talking about Skilla Baby. And just keep in mind, that song was released just 2 months before he was shot up. Now the dissing from Don't Worry About It didn't stop. For those who don't know, as I mentioned in the first video, GMO Stack is also allegedly a part of Don't Worry About It. And he did a song detailing robbing and shooting Skilla. And that was released 2 years ago. It was titled Rap Then, but that's what made that song with him and the Big Homie special. People assumed the beef was over, but I guess not.
Shots. Last niggas say they smoking, get up, baby, dead now. It's a celebration, I can't wait till they let meals out.
Now GMO Stacks had mentioned a man named Mills, who was incarcerated at the time that he put that video out. And I want you to keep that name in mind as we later talk about this video. But I want to be clear. In the first video we put out when Skilla Baby first got shot, we talked about he had beef with one man, a man named CP, who's also allegedly a part of Don't Worry About It. And at least now, at this point of the video, you have an idea on what the crew Don't Worry About It is. And as we mentioned in the first video, CP has a baby with Skilla Baby's cousin, who allegedly told Skilla Baby one day that CP put his hands on her, which allegedly ended in an altercation between CP and Skilla Baby. And as we know now, a never-ending beef.
Yeah, because why is you putting your hands on this damn cousin, shorty? Even if you don't even give a fuck that it's his cousin, why is you putting your hands on a female, period, bro? Y'all niggas be drawing. If a female ain't hit you or put your life in danger, what is you doing, bro? Like, what is you doing? If you gotta hit a shorty, what the hell is you dealing with her for? Like, bro, you niggas really just be dumb, bro.
Brings us to the day that Skilla Baby got shot at over 30 times.
Damn.
May 21st, 2025.
Bedford, a popular Detroit rapper, has been shot. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rupert.
And I'm Mimi Lang. Multiple sources telling Fox 2 rapper Skilla Baby has been shot. And Fox 2's Jessica Dupont joins us live with what we're learning tonight. Good evening, Jess.
Hey, good evening, Amy and Roop. We are out along 8 Mile near Beach Daily in Redford. And as you mentioned, we have confirmed that Skilla Baby, also known as Trevon Gardner, a well-known rapper here in Detroit and really across the country, has been shot. Now behind me, you can see that there is some activity going on. The scene mostly cleared at this point. When we were out here earlier, we came up on the scene here on 8 Mile, and there was a black SUV that was smashed into the side of a building and along 8 Mile. It was pretty unbelievable. Dozens of evidence markers marking shell casings. Now we understand this is described as sort of a drive-by, possibly targeted shooting. Skilla Baby was in a black SUV earlier this evening when that SUV was shot up.
Yeah, that shit crazy. And the crazy thing about it, bro, like I said last time, if they would have got out that car to go run down Skilla Baby, it was over.
We understand he is currently at a local hospital. He had a graze wound to the back of his head, a graze wound to his back, and he was shot in the hand. Now we understand he was alert as of about a half hour ago, is expected to be okay. Just a very scary situation out here, and police sources are describing this as a targeted shooting. But in terms of a suspect at this point, we don't have any information yet. It's still very, very early. Again, Trevon Gardner, better known as Skilla Baby, a very well-known rapper here in Detroit and across the country, shot earlier this evening. Multiple sources saying that he had 2 graze wounds, also shot in the head. It all unfolded an 8 Mile earlier this evening, ended with his SUV smashing into the side of a building. Now, Redford Township Police are investigating. They got this scene cleared up very, very quickly, and right now they're working to make some repairs to the building that is behind me. But again, we are happy to report, though, that Skilla Baby is alert. Of course, Redford Police investigating. If you know anything about this shooting that's described as a targeted drive-by shooting, you're asked to call Redford Township Police. For now, reporting live, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2.
Ain't nobody calling y'all ass. Y'all in Detroit, nigga. But 9 times out of 10, y'all found the niggas that shot the nigga, because they've been trying to kill this nigga for so long. 9 times out of 10, shorty. And these niggas so dumb. Every time they do something to a nigga, they post about it.
News.
Well, certainly, Jess, you hear about a shooting, you hear about something that may involve being shot in the head, and your immediate concern is that it's going to be pretty bad. I know that there are prayers going out all over social media for Skilla Baby, but you say it sounds like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I talked to somebody very close to him, said that he is alert in the hospital, surrounded by loved ones, under high security. Now, this is somebody who's really in the throes of their career right now, hot not only in Detroit, but all over. So definitely somebody who the community is pulling for tonight. But we will, of course, stay on top of this one.
Absolutely. Certainly, he's been here in studio with us here at Fox 2 a number of times. Wishing him all the best.
Now, as mentioned, he survived, thank God. And the first thing he did was a show with 4-2 Dub.
No bad. If it's smoke, don't try to stick me, nigga. Let me know. No bad though, bro. No bad though. He's saying that so niggas really feel that, because that's a message right there. And I'm so happy he made it, bro, because, like, that shit crazy. Niggas be trying to knock you down when you doing good in life, and, like, that shit crazy. They try to say he make music for the females because the hood don't feel him. Who the fuck want to make music for men all the time? Look how good he doing making music for females. Come on now, like, you niggas just be gay.
If you smoke, don't try to stick me, nigga, let me know. In the club with my gun and my banker. Can't believe with thoughts, chest full of anger. Any nigga on my list, they in danger. I'm running shit on my side. You can go up, you can go down. Shout out my niggas, Doggy. Real Detroit shit, shout out the East, shout out to the West.
As I said at the very beginning, that appearance was crazy, because Don't Worry About It felt like 4-2 Doug was playing them 50, mainly because you see those 2 dudes to the right of 4-2 Doug on his album titled Forever Us, Never Them? Well, that's GMO Stacks and another guy called Cinco. Of course, both allegedly part of Don't Worry About It. And some say Cinco was the guy who allegedly shot Skilla Baby the first time he was shot, according to what they were speaking in their public raps. And while on live, which happened some years prior. Now, immediately after Skilla Baby was shot the second time, people looked at GMO Stacks as the suspect based on the beef and the online antics. And of course, being very close to CP. And not to mention they both allegedly a part of Don't Worry About It. But people also pointed out a guy named Millie Rock, who some would say was the right hand to CP. And when comparing GMO Stacks to CP and Millie Rocks, they the big homie. Now, just 2 days from me doing this video, family, CP and Millie Rock had allegedly got arrested. Now the feds has yet to come out and disclose if they was arrested in connection to Skilla Baby's arrest. But people close to the situation don't believe so. They believe they are, or at least possibly talking. Because less than 24 hours later, a guy who go by the name of Rondo, who was also allegedly part of Don't Worry About It, house was raided. And you want to know who dad that was? That was on the screen when the feds had released a video in Detroit that a man was arrested in connection to Skilla Baby's shooting? Well, that was Rondo's dad. Check it out again.
Yo! Oh yeah, it's over, chat. It's over, bro. Do your research on over, bro.
And the crazy part about this story is at this point, Millie Rock had just came home, not even 3 months ago. March 11, 2025, as he posted it. He was one of 2 men charged with attempted murder in Dearborn shooting. This happened December 30th, 2021. Police alleged that Jamal Goodwin, aka Millie Rock, and Matthews Randolph had lured the victim to a residence and shot him in the doorway. The victim was unarmed. Goodwin was arrested in Georgia, and Edwards was caught in Detroit. Thank God he survived. But now, his name caught up with allegedly getting caught with switches, having the feds on his radar, and allegedly connected to shooting the rising star Skilla Baby. But all over what, really? Protecting his cousin? But there you have it.
Yeah, how you gonna be mad at a nigga for protecting his cousin, bro? This shit crazy. Well, there you have it, Chad. This is the reason why them niggas messed Skilla Baby up, Shruti. But they ain't doing bad because they only hit his hand. And scared his neck, scared his head, scared his back. Do your homework on missing. Like, comment, subscribe, chat. You know we coming with bangers. Stay tuned, stay tapped, because we about to run it up. You hear me, chat?